Alright everybody, welcome back. The time has finally come. I have cleaned off the clams that we found on our first trip out there, and man, we found some really nice stuff. It was a really fun time. Like I said, I'd like to thank my buddy Derek for taking us out there for the first time ever. We had a lot of fun, and like I said, found a lot of really cool stuff. He even gave me some really nice pieces, because I guess he's got a million pieces or whatever, so he was out there A-grading that day. But check this out. Like I said, I've cleaned these things up, scrubbed them with a toothbrush and Dawn soap, really good. A lot of these have scuffs on them. They're not the best quality because they have been scooped up with the machines, put in a dump truck, taken out there, dumped around, moved around, you know. So, but they are really cool. Like I said, I'd never done this before, so it was my first time doing it, and we found a lot of really nice stuff. So stay tuned right here, and I'm gonna go through these as fast as I can, so it's not a 2-hour long video. But man, like I said, we found so many nice pieces. Like, it was really unbelievable. We had a great time, even though it was like 100-something degrees out there. But check this out right here, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe, because we got some really cool things coming up soon. So stay tuned. Check these out right here. Alright, we're gonna start right here. I got this huge bin, absolutely full of pieces that we got here. I got a ton of these. These are like my okay pieces. I actually separated some of my better ones over here, but just to give you a quick little glance, these are some of my good ones that we found here. Now, this is not in a mine. I'm definitely not giving away too many details here, but these are in a pile that are found out in the middle of nowhere, and this stuff is actually being used for road fill. So pretty much, if we didn't pick these things up, they would just be ran over by machines, and you know, by front end loaders and stuff, and then just ran over in the road by vehicles and stuff. So we're kind of like rescuing these things, and I love this stuff, man. I mean, I'm new to the whole calcite clam thing. Like I said, this is my first time doing it, but you know, I'm glad to save these things. But I got a bunch of these. These are just busted up, you know, and you got the limestone in there. But sometimes you get the darker stuff like this. You'll get the darker kind of amber color, and then some of them are super light, like these. They're really light. And that golden honey color calcite is unreal. Sometimes you get little pockets like that in there, and you can actually see in there. But as you can see, this is a big bin of them, and I went through them. You know, sometimes you're picking stuff up out there and it's covered with mud and it looks good, and whenever you get home, it's not so great. So I did go through a lot of these, and I threw a lot of them out. But let me show you the good ones here. Let me show you my better ones. Oh, where do I start? I'm gonna save that one for last. That's the best. You know, save the best for last here. We'll start right here. This one right here. This one is a whelk shell, which is kind of like a conch shell, but it's busted open. You can see the middle of the shell right there. But it's busted open, and this one is different because it almost has like a calcite druzy crystals. Like, they're super small crystals all over it. But really cool looking. Has a dark amber color to it. Really cool. That's a cool one. This one we actually have. This one, the crystals were not formed in a clam. This was actually formed in a pocket in the limestone. And I love the starburst kind of formations of these things, man. They're really cool. And it takes a long time for these crystals to form here. Like I said, these are They're 11,700 to 2.58 million years old. This one was a pretty cool one. That's a what we would call a double. I guess you got the actual clam shell on the backside, and instead of having the limestone, you got all the calcite in there. That's a really cool one. It actually has like a little pocket in there. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. Kind of see down in there. That one's cool. This is like a little mini whelk shell. Just a busted one here. That's the bottom right there. Those are pretty cool because they usually have the crystals all over them whenever the outside shell is broke. It's really cool looking. Here's another whelk that was broken, but it just had a nice little crystal cave in it. Pretty cool there. Let me zoom here. See if I can show you in there. Look inside there. Look at that. Pretty cool little crystal cave. And see, the whole thing is covered in limestone. That shell is just trapped in there. That was a really cool one. Got some big ones like this. It's like a double clam. It's a double clam there. Some of these have big old chunky crystals in there. I mean, just unreal. This one actually has a rainbow in it. I love the rainbows in there. Look at that. And you know, quartz is known to have rainbows and stuff in there inside their little fissures inside the crystal. But that thing is awesome. Those are big, chunky calcite crystals. And that's a pretty big one. I mean, you see how big it is in my hand. We got another little one right here. This is kind of a solid chunk of calcite. And once again, you can see the rainbows and that. That one's actually got them all in there. You see them all in there. That's a cool one. But that's a cool little chunk there. Got another cool one that's just on a rock here on the inside of the clam. Those are also nice big chunky crystals. Pretty cool. Got another one that's got them growing in the rock. Very cool. Those are really neat crystals there. Really neat. I love the darker ones. Got another big chunk right here. And you can see what I was talking about, how they're kind of like scuffed. They got this white stuff on them where they were kind of beat up from being dumped around, rolled around. We tried to protect them as much as possible. Try to cake mud on them whenever we're bringing them home. Protect them a little bit. That's a cool one. It's like a little mini egg. That was pretty cool looking. You can see down in there. It's a cool one. This one's a monster here. This is a double clam. It's got the clam shell on the one side. Got some nice big crystals in there. This one's one of my favorite, actually. This is the longest crystals, man. I mean to tell you, that's crazy. All scuffed up on this side though, but man, that face right there, and you see how big this thing is compared to my hand. But those, super nice, and it's got the rainbows in it, all in there. Pretty cool. Another big chunk right here. Some big old crystals. This one's cool. It's got kind of a starburst pattern there to it. I wish they didn't have the scuffs on them. There's a nice rainbow in there. I just wish they didn't have the scuffs. Now this one's cool because this one's the outside of the shell here, but the inside, the whole outside of the shell is gone there, but you can see all the insides that were broken up there. But the way it broke, it shows all the crystals. That's a pretty nice one. I actually like that one a lot. That's pretty big too. It's like the size of the palm of my hand. Here's another cool one here. This is a wild one. Big crystals. Like I said, some of these I'll take pictures of them as I'm cleaning them up that I'm so excited about. I got a post about them on my page on Dynasty Menace on Facebook. Got another big one right here with the whole clamshell on the other side. We call those double clams. Here's, yo, we got a double. This one's also another cool one with kind of like that half a starburst. That was a nice one. This is a whelk. It's broken. This is exactly how we found this. And you can see the shell there, the outside of the shell. And a lot of times you'll see these, that little outer pocket normally has limestone in there, but they got crystal pockets inside of them. Pretty cool. I got a really nice one to show you too. This one's pretty cool. It's a weird angle on the clam there. It's all busted. But that whole thing right there is all crystals. Major scuffs on that one though. Major scuffage. This one's a fat one here. The double, triple little fan there. Triple fan pattern. The rainbows in there, you can see them. Pretty cool little piece. And I'm hurt. I'm brokenhearted. I can't find the first one that Derek gave me. So, I'm going to show you this one, and then I'm going to show you the two whelk shells. This one's a really cool one that we found. Too bad it's not the whole thing, but it's really clean crystals right here. Really nice ones. And a lot of people ask, they're like, oh, you know, can you make jewelry with this stuff? I mean, you can. You know, sometimes you'll find just the big chunks of crystals, but calcite is really soft and very easily broken. So, I mean, maybe if you put a wrap on it, you would probably have to wrap the crap out of it, and maybe if you're a woman or whatever, you wear it as like a, I don't know, a dinner necklace or something, you know? I wouldn't be wearing it every day. This is one of the whelk shells that we found here. You can see the actual shell. And it's looking really cool, but when you look in this hole here, and this was broken, I didn't break this, but you can see all in there. Let me see if I can zoom here. There's crystals all in that pocket. All inside there. So that one's a really cool one. And I will show you, like I said, with this one over here, I'll show you in a minute. This is the same thing here. Same thing, another whelk. This is actually a broken one. But you can see the pattern of the shell there. But same way we found it, right here. You can actually see this one better, I guess, because it's more open. But you can see the crystals all in there. Super cool. It's a really cool piece. Alright. Now for the grand finale. These whelk shells that we take right here, we take these and we split them. We find out where the top point is right there, and then we find out where the bottom point is, which would be right here, and we cut these things. Let me set it down. We cut these things from here to here, right down the middle. And see, this is what I was talking about. A lot of these times these outside pockets will be full of limestone, so sometimes you can see inside, or you can see little pockets. You can kind of see signs of crystals showing. You know, we'll cut these things, and I'm going to show you on this next one here what they actually look like whenever we cut them and we polish them. This one right here is one of my babies. I found this thing, I didn't have a clue what it was, but we cut it open. This was not showing, well, A little bit you could see in there. You could see a little bit of crystal showing in there. But other than that, this thing was completely just covered in limestone. I mean, there's nothing. But cut these things open, and look at that. Now, like I said, I polished this. I went through the regular polishing process that we go through with the agate whenever we do the agatized coral. And these are not in all of them, so I mean, don't see what I'm showing here and get your hopes up thinking that if you find one of these shells that it's going to be just like this, because believe me, if you cut 20 or 30 of them, you're probably only going to have maybe 5 or so that are like this, maybe, and that's if you're lucky. But you can see I put a super nice polish on there, super nice shine, but the crystals inside are just unreal. And then also when you cut these, obviously, I mean, you'll get a ton of rainbows in there, and the actual crystals. But you can see down in there, super nice crystals. The things that's really cool about these whelk shells is the crystals aren't damaged inside. That's the good thing about these. They are not damaged inside these things, because obviously they're protected. But these shells polish, before I show you the next one, these shells polish really cool looking. You can really see the design in these shells. I just never would have imagined that they would have polished up like this. But this, like I said, this is new territory for me. But insane. I mean, totally insane. There's the one half and here's the other one. Same thing, super polished. I mean, even the limestone takes a pretty good polish. But super cool, man. These are my favorite right here, obviously, because I mean, these things are unreal. But let me zoom in. You can really see the rainbows. Really see those rainbow colors in those things. Unbelievable. See down in there, inside the pocket. Nice crystals, man. Unreal. But that is it, man. These right here are what we do it for, really. But these things are awesome. I mean, I'm in love with this stuff. I'd probably say obsessed. We are definitely planning something in the future with these. Gonna be doing another video soon. And definitely gonna be doing more videos on these things, I hope. And hopefully we can get back out there with Derek. But stay tuned for the next video. I hope you guys like this stuff. And like I said, I like showing the videos, but then I also like doing a video like this to where you can actually see, you know, once we get them cleaned up. You know, like I said, we scrub them with a toothbrush, with Dawn soap. My buddy pressure washes them. I'm not brave enough to pressure wash them yet because I don't want to like blast crystals all over the place. But you know. But stay tuned. We're going to be doing another video. The next video we're going to be doing here is we are going to be trying out hunting these things with a UV flashlight at nighttime. So the black light, these things are UV reactive. The phosphorus in these things really makes them glow. So we're going to try this stuff at nighttime. Hopefully we're going to get something good. And stay tuned for that video. Until then, peace.